Weight of Memory, a new chapter in a familiar mortal intrigue, the murder of Dinesh Schaffter revealed in Episode 7. Born in 1971, Dinesh Schaffter rose from cricket field to a life spotlighted by both philanthropy and finance. His story, like many, blends sport, business leadership, and a public spirit that supported wheelchair tennis and community programs. December 15, 2022 brought a jarring turn. Schaffter was found unconscious, bound in the driver's seat of his car at Barella Cemetery. Rushed to Colombo National Hospital, the initial story suggested strangulation, only to be upturned by later forensic findings. Forensic investigators began peeling back the layers, turning their attention to cyanide as the potential cause in a city suddenly gripped by doubt. The case centered on a web of digital clues found on Schafter's iPhone and iPad, hinting at motives and possible accomplices. A document titled List referenced cyanide-like notes and zip ties, hinting at a planned sequence rather than a spontaneous act. Another note listed 5 individuals, with phrases that suggested possible intent to harm, inviting scrutiny of relationships and deaths. Among the digital artifacts was a PDF containing photos of a cricket commentator, raising questions about connections and motives. WhatsApp messages spanning years hinted at unresolved finances, and a complex personal history driving the tension. CCTV footage established that Schaffter traveled alone to the cemetery, while failed attempts to lure an associate added to the mystery. The motive, seemingly financial, pointed to significant losses in dealings that whispered of restitution rather than mere malice. Yet how cyanide was ingested remained unclear, leaving investigators to weigh self-harm, coercion, or foul play as possibilities. A controversial post-mortem report prompted a panel of forensic experts to evaluate competing conclusions and seal the truth from public chatter. In the public eye, the case drew media attention and public scrutiny of Sri Lanka's justice system and investigative processes. By November 2023, the Colombo Magistrates Court ruled the death a murder, intensifying calls for accountability and transparency. Brian Thomas, a former cricket commentator connected to the case, remained a focal point of ongoing speculation and investigation. Despite probes, formal charges had not been filed, underscoring a charged environment where public memory and legal timing diverge. Schafter's legacy as a businessman, sportsman, and philanthropist continued to influence discussions on whistleblower protections and corporate governance. The case also highlighted broader questions about transparency in financial dealings and the safeguards for whistleblowers in a volatile market. As Sri Lanka grapples with the implications, Schafter's memory persists in sports awards, charitable efforts, and the ongoing search for truth. Key sources range from Salon Today to Wikipedia and niche magazines, detailing the public's fascination with his life and death. This episode consolidates those threads into a narrative of ambition, risk, and the shadows that can follow once fortunes rise. With each scene, the story invites viewers to consider how justice systems handle complex financial crimes and high-profile cases. The arc of Dinesh Schafter's life, cricketer, entrepreneur, philanthropist, remains a lens on Sri Lanka's evolving social fabric. As the investigation continues, this chapter of Weight of Memory encourages careful consideration of evidence, motive, and accountability. The episode closes with a reminder: truth in high-stakes cases requires patience, due process, and a commitment to justice for all. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for updates as investigations unfold and more chapters of this case emerge. Title card: Weight of Memory. Episode 7, The Murder of Dinesh Schaffter, A Businessman's Final Journey. The next scene will revisit Schafter's early life, charting the rise from local clubs to corporate leadership. We'll examine his cricket career, noting the 16 first-class matches and the discipline that carried into the boardroom. Next, we explore his leadership roles at First Capital Holdings and Janashakti Insurance, and how philanthropy shaped his public image. As the investigation unfolds, we'll look at digital breadcrumbs, notes, PDFs, and messages that hint at a tangled web of debts. We pause to visualize the cemetery setting, a place of quiet memory that becomes a stage for a dramatic turning point. From the car to the hospital, the timeline emphasizes urgency, uncertainty, and the fragility of life. The forensic panels and post-mortem debates reveal the difficulty of aligning science with narrative in public crime.